an example of a shrub that's in the wrong place. This burning bush wants to be much larger than the space provided here for it. It's been reduced in size several times to make it fit, but it just keeps growing back and continues to being a maintenance issue. So there's a couple plants growing in with this shrub, as in that one picture I showed in a previous segment, that need to be removed, and the stumps treated with 2% glyphosate solution so it doesn't regrow once this is reduced. The goal would be to replace this shrub at some point. It would be a good opportunity next year. Pruning a shrub back severely in the fall of the year is not recommended, but when it's almost an invasive plant in its ability to grow, what regrowth it will have prior to a killing frost will be not hardened off and removed. But in this case, that's okay if the long term is just to remove the shrub. I'll go ahead and prune it back and we'll see what we have when I'm done. So the challenge here is that they're at the size they should be now. That's why these are plants that are out of the place. So when they were originally planted, if they stayed in this frame by being a plant that wasn't going to be very aggressive in growth, this would work. You always want to be able to walk behind your shrubs by your house so you can do maintenance on your house. You never want your shrubs typically to be blocking your windows. I guess if you want privacy is one reason, but I think blinds work better than shrubs growing in front of your windows. So actually, this job is not finished. Either of these shrubs, and they should be, removed this spring. If you look further on down, you can see the regrowth on two of the shrubs that I cut back earlier in the summer months, and you can see the regrowth that occurred. So these shrubs, because both the holly and the burning bush have the ability to regrow, produce new buds to grow from lower down in the stem tissue, so cutting them beyond where there's green will not stop these shrubs, as exhibited by the shrubs further down that are green again. So if you look closely at these shrubs, you can see old cuts that were done earlier to reduce the size of the shrubs. So this is not the first time that they had to be reduced. So either to keep these shrubs in the landscape, they got to be further pruned back, or replaced would be the best solution. A low maintenance landscape, you'd not have shrubs that you need to do this to on a routine basis, just due to the challenge of maintenance and time. If you get busy one summer and skip it, before you know it, they're back close to being a bothersome plant. And then when they get extremely bushy, addressing the invasive plants that move in with the birds that like this habitat that's created can be a challenge. The larger trees that were growing in this will be stump treated, or are stump treated by the time you see this video. But this are your options. Either you have shrubs that are aggressive that have to be cut way back and not be that attractive the next year, because if we're going to keep these, further cut these back to where the regrowth will not be as full and beautiful, and then it will have to be maintained at a smaller height, which will be a continual maintenance challenge.